Hello students, welcome back to Shorab Sir's class. So we already have learned about weathering and erosion processes. So next we will learn how a sedimentary rock is formed by the process of weathering and erosion. So sedimentary rock is basically a secondary rock which is formed after the process of weathering and erosion is done. So it's basically a result of weathering and erosion procedure. Sedimentary rocks forms from the sediments. So what is sediment? Sediment is basically the smallest particles which are formed after the weathering and erosion of a rock is completed, and several particles are formed from the disintegrated and decomposed rocks. So sedimentary rocks are the resultant of weathering and erosions. Sediments are formed by several weathering processes that we have already learned. Several mechanical agents like wind, temperature, water, like the percolating water, that is the groundwater, and glacier, that are the physical agents that helps in disintegrating of rocks. Then there are several chemical agents like oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, moisture that alters the chemical composition of a rock. And after that there are several biological factors that also helps in the weathering process. By these processes, sediments or particles which are smaller in the size of the parent rock that are formed, and these sediments or the particles, they are carried away by several physical factors like wind, water, river, glacier, etc. Then those sediments deposit in a place. Then they face several temperature and pressure gradient changes. Then those deposited sediments came together, gets compacted and forms sedimentary rocks by several procedures. Let's come to the process how the sediments are formed. Sediments are formed in three ways. First is the mechanical way, second is the chemical way, third is the biological way. So we already have learned how the mechanical, chemical and biological weathering is done. So these are the same procedures by which the sediments are getting generated. So what's the mechanical procedure? Like the frost action where the water gets deposited within the cracks and fractures of the parent rock. Then when the water gets freeze down, the fractures get expands and several other fractures and joint forms through which the parent rock gets disintegrated. Then through other weathering actions like the atmospheric action and the wind action, temperature changes, those parent rocks forms loose materials which are known as regoliths. And there is also temperature changes, water association with water and movement through water, which changes the nature of the sediments that are formed from the parent rock. Next comes the chemical method. By chemical method, the sediments which are formed from the parent rock, they need to be changed their chemical composition from the parent rock. Several chemical agents like oxygen, carbon dioxide, several acids, alkali solutions which came through several river, oceans, several salts, water, moisture, they helps in changing the chemical composition of a parent rock. And by this chemical alteration, sediments are formed. Then comes the biological method. By the biological method, we already have learned there are several burrowing animals, plant roots which helps in burrowing of a parent rock, by which several joints, fractures are formed and the rocks are exposed to the harsh conditions of nature, through which the parent rocks gets disintegrated, altered and forms a sedimentary material. Then also the decay of plant and animal materials forms several alkali and acidic solutions. When they decay, these solutions came out from their decaying body by actions of bacteria, virus, fungus, etc. And when these solutions react with the parent rock, then the chemical alteration occurs. So this is basically the biochemical weathering that we have already learned. So after these three steps, the loose particles are formed from the parent rock, and these loose particles are known as regolith. We already have discussed that in the weathering process. So what is regolith? Regolith is basically the loose particles which are formed from a physically disintegrated and chemically altered parent rock, and this regolith necessarily doesn't deposit in the same place from where they have originated. These regoliths can be carried out by several physical agents like the water, the wind, glacier, etc. Next comes the soluble salts, that are the results of weathering. When several soluble salts are formed, when a water body gets passed through those areas, the salts tends to get absorbed in the water body. Then they are carried away from the original space and they again gets deposited in a different space with a different sediment. Then the chemical changes occur and they form completely different sedimentary rock. Then comes the insoluble salts or insoluble minerals like quartz, tourmaline, etc. They don't get soluble in a water body. So when they interacts with a water body, they only gets carried away by the water body and gets deposited in a different place, and by the process of sedimentation and cementation, the sedimentary rock is formed. The another resultant material of weathering is colloidal solution like aluminium hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide. These hydroxides are not soluble in water. So when they interact with a water body, they only gets carried away like a colloidal solution, like a soapy solution, and they gets deposited in a different place than the origin. Next, how the deposition process is done. When the regoliths or the particles or the more finer particles like the sediments is getting carried away by several physical agents like water, wind or glacier or percolating water like groundwater, they need to get deposited in a place where they will face weather changes, pressure and temperature changes, by which they will alter and forms a sedimentary rock in future. So how these sediments get deposited? The sediments mainly get deposited by precipitation action, like the heavier particles gets deposited in the lowermost region and the lighter particles remains floating in the water body or in the wind. When the heavier particles get deposited, they forms a layer after layer, and by these layers which are formed through ages, they face several temperature and pressure changes, and by these pressure and temperature changes, the layers gets compacted, and then by the cementation process, they gets more tough and sedimentary rocks are formed. Several biological agents like bacteria also helps in this deposition process, like some ferruginous materials like the bog iron. So by this deposition process, which is the first step of the sedimentary rock formation process, it is done by several physical agents. So now the formation of sedimentary rock is clear to all, I hope. Now we will learn about the texture and features of sedimentary rocks in our next class. So we will learn it later in Saurabh sir's class. See you later. Bye.